Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel. Hope you're doing well today. Harry is being made a joke in Hollywood. In his book Spare, he gives this story about an incident that had happened with his Taja, is what they call the P word. And Jimmy Kimmel did a whole skit, or he made a whole little kids book on this story. It is hilarious. If you hadn't had a chance to check it out, please do. It's quite funny. The story was hilarious. They're really being taken as a joke in Hollywood. They really are. And I think they have to be extremely scared and afraid of this, because they're trying to get this heightened celebrity to have the calling card to run with the higher ups. But people don't want to be around this couple because they blab everything. Who is going to want to be around you knowing that you could end up as part of their story? We know Beyonce has, we know that Courtney Cox has, other celebrities, could easily end up in their narrative and you don't even plan it. I mean, they're doing it to their own families. So why wouldn't they do it to you? Why? And Netflix is also wanting to have cameras brought into their homes in Montecito. Yes, cameras. And, the only way I can see Meghan ever trying to get back with her family is to use it for drama for her reality show. But that's another story. I've talked about that before. I would not be surprised if that happened, like a reunion of her and her father, if she's getting paid millions of dollars for it. I mean, I could see that happening, because now they're being offered more scenarios of how, you can be in front of the camera and making us money. So this guy, let's just take a look at what happened. Okay, shall we? Here it is.
I think that canceling Harry and Meghan in this situation will not bring the family together. I also think that it will not be productive in trying to mend the relationship. Harry has said multiple times he's willing to do so. And I also think that if you don't like Harry, you're actually fueling the rhetoric that he's trying to say.
He says he's willing to do.
So this is what people in America don't understand. So he is saying that canceling Harry at the coronation is going to cause more problems. It's going to make the royals look like they're really racist. It's going to just throw really bad things back at the royals, because this is family. This is family. No, this is about the state. This is about the country. This is about King Charles now taking over and now being the symbolic figure that is officially reigning as the power. It's a ceremony. It's like the traditional British thing to do. And he's trying to make this out to be a family thing, and it's not. You don't let people that don't know how to behave themselves continue to be in your presence acting a fool. You don't do that. This is what he's saying. This is why I love what Angela Levin was saying, is because she was keeping it in more context to what it really is about. And all he wants to do is talk about, Harry being canceled. And sometimes when you misbehave and you don't show yourself with any kind of manners, well then, yeah, you're going to be canceled for that day. You're going to not be joining us on the balcony that day. Yes, you're going to be canceled that day, the day of the coronation. But I'll see you after the coronation. We'll try to talk about it later. But you're not going to come up here high, mighty, and toddy and be up on the balcony waving to people like ain't nothing happened. Because then all of a sudden, everyone's looking and talking about you being there, what you're thinking. And, why is he there? Look at what he did to his family. The focus is no longer on what it's supposed to be on. That's the problem, right? So listen to some more.
And I think we as the public and we as the press should have a moment of grace to say, let them work that out. But I think simply banning him is not going to make the family get any closer. I don't think there's going to be any resolution. But I think this could be a nice gesture and a nice chance to give them a chance.
Okay, look, why are you going to give him a chance? Why? A chance for what? A chance to go on the balcony to show that what you did was okay? I think giving him a chance makes absolutely no sense. There has to be a time for reconciliation to come together and to show, okay, we need to talk about this. We're not going to go out in front of the world now as if everything is okay and waving to the people on the balcony and trying to come together as we are suddenly together as a family. We love each other. No, what you did was you acted a fool, and you're not going to have your butt up here on this balcony trying to act as if we have not had issues. You have disgraced your family. You should not be allowed to just sweep it under a rug and just bring him in of an event that is for the country. At this moment, you're not talking about this being a family affair, and that sends the wrong message to the people that have been really hurt by what Harry has done. It sends the wrong message that you can behave the way you have towards this king who has a job and a duty to serve the people, and continue to act as if you're still a part of the family with no problems. Like, it sends the wrong message to Harry that he can just do whatever he wants to do. Like, at some point there have to be consequences for your behavior. And this is why I think a lot of times within the Black culture, there's always this quick accuse people of doing things because they're racist. But at some point, when do you start to think of the self-accountability that things are happening to you because of your behavior? And I think it's no different than what Ernest is doing here. He's trying to say that Harry's been done wrong. Both sides have done wrong. No, both sides have not done wrong. Harry has done wrong by his family. His family has said nothing. They've done nothing wrong. Now, if Harry has a problem with his family, that's between Harry and his family. But on the world stage, in front of everybody, the Charles and William and Catherine, they have not stepped wrong in any of this process. So it's really that mindset that, you know, you've been victimized. Now your family has to still love you with open arms because you've been victimized. When is the self-accountability to your behavior become what is on the table to talk about?
Cancelled himself.
Yes, I think Dan made a very good point here. Harry canceled himself. He was the one that said, okay, I'm going to write this book Spare. I'm going to cancel myself from my country. I'm going to say I don't like being there. I'm going to say it's toxic. I'm going to say I love America. I'm going to say all of these things. While he is writing his book, he essentially canceled himself. Did he not? By his behavior and actions?
I think that canceling Harry and Meghan in this situation will not bring the family together. I also think that it will not be productive in trying to mend the relationship. Harry has said multiple times he's willing to do so. And I also think that this, if you don't like...
So, and this is what I think. Oh, yeah, he's willing to do so after he made his millions of dollars and he don't need money from his daddy anymore. Okay, now I forgive you. I forgive you. We go out here and talk my dirt. We talk smack about my dad, make millions of dollars, and then come back and say, okay, I forgive you. I forgive you for how you treated me. I forgive you. You know, it's almost like you go eat your food, and then after you've eaten the food, you say, okay, I want my money back. It's like it cancels itself out. You can't do the do and then try to walk it back. No, you did the do. You made the comments. You canceled your family. You said horrible things. Now you have to pay the price. There's a price to be paid. And he wants to get it for free. It's no different when one to go get your food for free after you eat it. You can't do that. I don't care if you say that you want to apologize now or that I'm sorry. No, you can't do that. You've done it. Go pay the price. Go pay the consequences, whatever that might be. And then just maybe you can come back. But there's no just coming along, getting along because we're family and the king is having a coronation and we need to invite you because, you are a part of the family. It's like, no, sometimes you going to be canceled from the family. That's right. And people should say that. People should say, yes, he deserves it. And I'm surprised. I'm very surprised that this Ernest guy thinks it's okay for Harry to have done what he's done and not be canceled by his family. Like, what? It's like the typical behavior amongst people within our culture that think those that have been treated, people may have been racist against them, they say, not blatant racism, but just, you don't like me, oh, you racist. I'm talking about that kind. I'm not talking about people who are actually, been treated very badly and people have been racist against them. Please don't misunderstand that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is this clear situation with Meghan and how she has behaved and how she tries to use her little bit of blackness to claim that she's all of a sudden been, people have treated her as if they're racist towards her, when you're completely overlooking the aspect of her choices and her behavior. And that's no different than what is happening here with this Ernest guy right now.
Saying, you see, look, he won't let Meghan come. You know how they're going to go about it.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're implying, Ernest. But what you're doing is implying that there is a racist motivation behind this. That's what you're implying. And we don't do censorship on this show, so just say what you think, Ernest. That's what you're implying.
What I'm thinking is that by them doing it, it's going to be implied that the royal family has turned their back on his family. They're going to look at them as the antagonists.
Like, people want to make the royal family look like the bad guy. Can we put the book up to show people what the man said? Can it just be that simple? Can it just be that simple? It's not like you kicked him out the family and nothing has happened in between the time he left and time for the coronation. Like, there's a lot of things that have happened in between. There's a docuseries, there's a book, there's the magazine articles, the Oprah interview. Like, things have happened. And those are the things that need to be paid attention to. And instead of fueling this constant victimization of people for no reason. That's the problem. When someone is treated like they've done something wrong, there's always going to be somebody coming back. Oh, what'd they do to you? They made you feel bad. Did they really? Oh, well, I know you just wrote a book and you were just airing your feelings. I know you were just talking to Oprah and she just asked the questions. So you hurt your... Well, see, you know what? They racist. They's racist. And they're going to look like the bad guys on the world stage. Yes. Yes. And that's the scenario. That's the scenario. Rather than people coddling someone about something happening to them, look at the behavior. Look at what they have done and the consequences. It's like you don't even look at it. You just look away. Oh, they're mean. Royals, why are you doing this, royals? Come on now, we're better than this. What are we bringing up our children to be like and to behave like? If we're constantly showing that the royal family are being mean and bad to Harry and his wife. They're racist. They're mean. You gotta start looking at where the problem began and stop trying to protect people for their poor choices.